Salt on Salad by Carolyn Lovell. Salt on salad. My teeth crunched through coarse pieces of salt as I chewed on bits of gray tuna, greenish tomatoes, and squishy fresh cheese. This is just over the top. Why do we need to put salt on everything? I got up to go back to my room, ready to escape from the cacophony of Spanish I did not have the energy to translate. I brushed my scraps into the trash can, pushed in my foldable chair, and retreated down the stairs to my room. I felt jet-lagged, hungry, and exhausted from the long meal as new words clouded my brain and I tried to adjust to living with four strangers. It was my first week living with my host family, and I was in a whole new world of food and people. I had left my life of avocado toast, Starbucks iced coffees, and grilled chicken behind for a packed table full of foods I had never tried before. Salt on salad, membrillo and blue cheese, octopus, rabbit and paella, fish with the skin still on it, anchovies, and white asparagus coated with a glob of sticky mayonnaise. All these foods were new to me. "Do you like it?" Carmen, my host mom, had asked the next day as I slowly ate my deviled eggs, filled with a pinkish tuna, tomato, and mayo center. "Yes," I responded with a forced smile, because I would never say no despite how much I did not like it. But she could tell from my body language and lack of direct eye contact when I said yes that I didn't really like the eggs because of how slowly I ate them compared to things I liked, which I ate much faster. For me, I communicate in an indirect manner, whereas Carmen communicates in a direct manner. She could tell from my kinesics, my slow eating, and oculesics, my lack of eye contact, that I actually did not enjoy the deviled eggs. Weeks went by when I would feel overwhelmed by the entire meal situation. I forced myself to finish meals I disliked and was getting tired of the long sobremesa. My hidden snack drawer was always waiting for me if I didn't like the food that was offered. Then, after weeks of picking at food I didn't want to eat and eating granola bars in my room, something inside me changed. I decided to stop longing for my old eating habits, which were 100 times faster than mine in Spain, and decided to implement personal leadership into my life and be mindful and curious about how I ate. This decision marked the moment when I chose to be curious of the new foods and experiences around me instead of judgmental. Suddenly, I was no longer in my monochronic and ethnocentric mindset anymore. I took a step back and asked myself why I had been craving my home food so much. Had the real reason been because I was homesick and I'd craved a taste of home? I think so. I stopped viewing meals as something that just take up my time and instead as something enjoyable and as a time to slow down in Sevilla. So when I go up the staircase for lunch and dinner, I go up curious and excited to try new foods. I asked Carmen how her day was, and we watched the news together and Netflix after dinner. Her favorite movie we have watched so far is The Proposal. It's mine too. I slowed down. I no longer rush back to my room like I used to during my first weeks in Spain. I have begun to see food as something I can be curious about instead of despising its differences from the food I have at home. My curiosity has led to a shared bond between Carmen and I. After many conversations, we found out we both love sweets, and I made the family chocolate chip cookies from scratch. The whole process took 2 hours, but I didn't mind. I'm learning how to appreciate life without the constant feeling that time is ticking. Just like I made the cookies in 2 hours, they were gone in 2 hours. Riquísimo, said Carmen. Adapting a more polychronic mindset has changed my relationship with food. I no longer rush through my meals like I used to. This semester, I've cherished sitting down for a long lunch and drinking coffee afterwards. It keeps me mindful, grateful, and present. Even when I'm trying new foods, I feel a sense of curiosity and gratefulness to be with my host family, who now know how much I love membrillo and cheese and paella with carne. I told Carmen I love watching YouTube videos about baking. The next day, we went out for coffee and cheesecake. I don't have a strict time schedule when I'm with my host family. We eat slowly, enjoy our food. It's something I never used to do before because I was always running to my next activity. I wonder about all the conversations I missed out on when I was too busy to get to know the people around me. In the end, slowing down was the best decision I've made in Spain. I used to dread trying new foods and people wasting my time. Now I'm curious about new foods. I drink gazpacho at lunch and eat potato chips with anchovies. I don't make a face when I see deviled eggs or gazpacho with eggs and grapes. I'm trying new things and readjusting my perception of time. It feels freeing to break away from the idea that time is a commodity and begin to view time as a holistic and interconnected gift. Salt on salad, I take a pinch of salt from the salt bowl and let it fall into my salad. I drizzle olive oil and red wine vinegar over it, and I'm already wondering what salads I will make back home.